Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
Beach FM, great to welcome back the chair of the Paraparaumu Raumati Community Board, Kathy Spiers. Good morning to you, Catherine.
Good morning, John.
What's happening in your patch?
Well, last week we had a couple of community engagement with our pop-up with the container down at Raumati, there on the reserve land opposite Raumati Beach School, and there was really good people coming along, lots of people coming along, really interested in the upgrades. And some of them are saying, just get on and do the roundabout this year because the roundabout's not due till 22, 23.
Oh.
And the chap at Pitterpit down at Raumati Beach is a bit concerned because they're going to do some traffic calming outside his shop, which will take away a car park. So there's lots of issues to sort out down there. However, this Thursday, we're down there again on this Thursday, 2:30 to 5 p.m. and also on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Both of those meetings are in the triangle opposite the Raumati Beach School on Raumati Road.
Oh, yes.
Then next Monday, the 14th, there's a meeting at the Raumati Bowling Club, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So the Raumati Bowling Club there on the corner of Matatua and Rosetta or Alexander Road on that corner there.
Yep, I know which
one.
So
that's 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So, and that will capture the people that are unable to come during the day.
Right.
And last week I thought when we was sometimes you need to go to the people. So last week I went and took the presentations, and I visited some of the businesses along Raumati Road and Alexander Road, because I thought, we've got to be aware that they're at work and unable to, pop out the door. So I think they were, very pleased that, we didn't saw them there. So that was good.
Kathy, apart from the roundabouts, what is being proposed in terms of those road improvements?
On Victor Road, corner of Victor Road, this is 2021, the corner of Victor Road and Rosetta Road, they're going to extend, on the corner there of Victor Road, they're going to put more concrete kind of things on the road, so they're going to narrow the road,
right?
But also put a calming measure in, like they have in Paraparaumu Beach, Long Marine Parade,
yes, to
slowing the traffic there. And also on the corner of Matatua Road and Rosetta Road, Matatua Road, Rosetta Road and Alexander Road, Rosetta Road. There's also going to be those calming measures with the raised front and taking out a couple of car parks, as I said, on Alexander Road, so they're narrowing the road down to slow the traffic. I did speak to a couple of people on the footpath outside the shops, and the traffic goes quite fast along Alexander Road up to the corner. And then in 21-22, there's the calming measures. There's the roundabout proposed at the corner, Rosetta, Raumati, there. And also more calming measures coming into it from heading north. So you have more raised platforms on Rosetta Road and Alexander Road as well. Then there's also proposal 23 to maybe, this is still up for negotiation, to have one way Margaret Road. Oh. So you just go into Margaret Road and then you go through Victor Road. So all the traffic coming out of Kapiti College would just come straight out and go Victor Road and then Rosetta Road right or left, rather than coming out heading north on Margaret Road.
Well, that makes sense.
It does, and yes.
There's a torrent of traffic coming out of Kapiti College at certain times of the day.
Yes, there certainly is from everywhere. Hillcrest Road, Margaret Road, all over, and Raumati Road, of course, as well. So,
Indeed.
There is. Oh, okay. Just trying to make the area safer down there for pedestrians and the traffic.
Okay. It seems a shame to spend all that money just to keep the boy races in control, though, isn't it?
Well, it does, yes. But I think sometimes they're not all boy races either. So.
Senior boys.
Yes.
Kathy, of course, the community board meetings are proceeding, and how's the funding applications going? Have they quietened down with the COVID-19?
Yes, well, we had a couple of good applications at our last meeting with COVID-19, and up till the end of August, we were able to give more than $500, but that finished at the end of August. Our next meeting's on the 13th of October, and is our $500 max. We're back to our $500 maximum. But at the moment, there's no applications in. I thought I'd just give a bit of a promotion for our community grants, because the eligible purposes are if you're having an infrequent project or an activity, or a special project or activity. It also partially offsets the council permits, licence or resource consent fees. And of course, there's a remission for hall hires, and there's lots of community groups out there, not just hiring council halls, but other halls. And, you know, sometimes the rental gets a bit much for these voluntary groups. So it's just really a shout out to any charitable organisation out there. Of course, you can't be a business. You've got to be a charitable organisation or individuals coming to the community board to help with maybe if they're struggling.
Excellent.
To come and get some rent relief. Yes.
Kathy, with my crazy life at the moment, I couldn't make it to the AGM of the Citizens Advice Bureau, but I believe you did make it.
Yes, I did make it for the first half, and I had to leave, unfortunately, for the for another meeting that I had. But they do wonderful work up at the Citizens Advice Bureau. There is actually no paid staff there. I think they're one of the only CABs in the country who have no paid manager there. They have 45 volunteers, which is quite huge. And of course, they're struggling as well. They're a few dollars in deficit and wondering how they're getting on. But it's good to go to these meetings. The Health Group at the moment, on this week's paper, we're advertising for proposals for a community health directory that the Cabinet Coast has funded us to do, which should have been done, but COVID got in the way. And it's in this week's paper, looking for proposals. But it's really good to go to these community groups too, because 30% of people do not have internet.
That's right.
And it's like, so when we're doing our our community directories and different things like that, it's good to know we cannot just digitize these programs and things that we have. We've got to make sure that people who are not on the internet also have access to the information. And
often it's those people, that 30% who don't have access to the internet, they're the ones who need it most. Absolutely, that's right. So we need to ensure that when we do this as well, we have hard copies. Yes. But it's good to hear that, that these community groups, they are, even though they're in deficit, they're still keeping going and serving out our community. And they said a lot of their customers are having, or people that go up for help, have real issues with trying to navigate government websites. So they're very difficult to get through. So if you're out there, there's always a CAB. So if you want to know anything or help with anything, the CAB is always there. So it's really, really good to have them in our community, and all volunteers as well. Absolutely. They do a terrific job. They are the navigators, aren't they? They are the people who help us through. And they seem to have very, very good databases. And, of course, the thing about the CAB is that they're real people. I've got a feeling that one of the issues with the websites is that not only do they have so much information, but they don't seem to have a universal design. I'm sure it makes sense to the people who designs them, but it's really difficult to work out. It's a bit like a supermarket, isn't it? There's a certain logic in where the cans of soup are and the packets of soup are, but they can't seem to decide amongst themselves a sort of a universal system. And it's a bit like that with websites. And that's the point of the CAB. There's someone there to have a good old natter to, and to be able to ask the questions and get the answers in a logical sequence. That's logical to you, I mean. So that's the big thing about the CAB. They do a great job. They do. It's wonderful, yes. Well, Kathy, thank you. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Much appreciated. You're always welcome here on Beach FM. Great. Thank you, John. Thank you.
106.3 Beach FM.